Today I am doing this closed-door address instead of interviews and press conferences to avoid any hateful questions from the media. Hate is never right, including liberal hate towards conservatives that involves intolerance towards people who hold to traditional family values. I just want to start by stating that I personally don't think that Donald Trump is a racist and criminal. I also don't think that I am the most qualified person to be president. If Trump was really a racist, he would not have the support and endorsement of so many high-profile people of color, such as Ben Carson, Tim Scott, Tulsi Gabbard, Ramaswamy, Amber Rose, Don King, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg and Usha Vance, to mention a few. As a side note, I don't personally think that Trump is like Hitler, as he is not supporting radical Islamic terrorists and supporting the genocide of millions of unborn human beings. I also don't think Trump is a criminal, as we all know that his trials were a political witch hunt, and besides that, Presidents Bill Clinton and John F. Kennedy did worse things while in office, in paying off women they had sex with and never being prosecuted. Lastly, I don't think I am the most qualified person to be president, as everyone knows that Josh Shapiro, Mark Kelly, Andy Beshear, Gina Raimondo, Gretchen Whitmer and Roy Cooper are more qualified. As liberals, we believe that feelings don't care about the facts. We know we cannot win on the issues and the mess we find ourselves in these past 4 years under our party, and that is why we have chosen to focus on joy to help us forget about all our problems. Our campaign is about joy, not biblical joy, as that is based upon worshiping God, but upon a woke joy, which is based upon worshiping ourselves as people. Some may call that idolatry, but I call it inclusion. We must put people above morality. We must put people above common sense. We must put people above the 10 Commandments. We must even put people above God. I believe in something called inversion theory, which turns everything upside down, making its opposite true. Let me illustrate. Jesus said to repent, deny yourself and follow him, but I say unto you to affirm yourself, self-identify and follow yourself. Jesus said to go and sin no more, but I say unto you to do whatever feels good to you and just do it. Jesus said that the broad or liberal road leads to destruction, but I say unto you to reject the narrow or conservative road, which leads to life, because Jesus said that there are more people on the liberal road than on the conservative road. So as liberals, we must go with the flow and follow the majority, as that is democracy. Jesus said to build your house or life on the rock of permanence, but I say unto you to build your life on the sand of progressivism, because when the storms come, we can be united. The beauty about progressive values is that you can become a moral law unto yourself, because you are above the moral law of God. Progressive values makes you your own God. Only if you are your own God can you self-identify and say, I am whatever I am. Even the serpent told Adam and Eve in the garden that they can become like God, knowing good and evil. What was wrong in the past can be right in the future. We must put a woman's reproductive rights above the unborn child's life and rights. I love progressive values because they are constantly evolving, replacing the values of yesterday and today into something new every day. These values have the ability to become whatever you want them to become. The possibilities are endless. The identities are endless. The expressions are endless. It is like a genie in a bottle that can give you your every wish every single day. Away with the old and ahead with the new. Look at how the Chinese replaced the old in religion with the new in communism. They must be doing something right. They have enforced price controls and given away scores of government freebies, so why are people criticizing me? Why are the Republicans saying my platform is based on nothing? They don't understand that nothing is something. They have also criticized me for being silent on interviews and press conferences, but again, they don't understand that silence is everything and everything is something. I have even been accused of becoming mega by reversing my positions on the border, fracking and taxes, but what Republicans fail to understand again is that you have to sometimes steal ideas to make yourself look good, so I am proud to call myself Kamaga. Now hear me out on this one. I think that the LGBTQ movement has gotten a bad rap by being identified with Satanism and the pagan Baal worship. Just because the Satanic Church affirms LGBTQ expressions with the majority of their members identifying as such, should not be seen as evil, as the Satanic Church does a lot of good work within the community in supporting secular humanism, progressive values, LGBTQ identities and reproductive rights, which are near and dear to the Democratic Party. I guess you could say that the Democratic Party has more in common with Satanism than Christianity. The scriptures also implies that Lucifer was the father of the trans movement, as he was the very first trans being who attempted to self-identify as God and as an angel of light. I don't know what is wrong with that, as we should all aspire to be God and angels of light. The scriptures also tell us that Lucifer is the god of this world, so why shouldn't we follow him as we live within his world? Let me finish by expanding on something that Governor Walz said in his speech. We need to practice what we preach as liberals by respecting the choices of our conservative neighbors to believe in traditional family values and reject our progressive values, along with minding our own damn business as liberals when conservatives disagree with our liberal ideologies through their freedom of speech, belief, opinion, conscience, and religion, which are the foundational principles which govern our Western society. We will not go back to our Judeo-Christian roots and foundation but rather progress forward into the unknown and limitless abyss of progressivism. In closing, we have to understand why Trump said that I cannot fix the problem because I am the problem, along with calling me a horrible person after the DNC. The reason Trump said this is because everyone knows that we Democrats created all the problems, as we have been in government for the last 4 years, so Trump is actually right when he said this, but he fails to understand that our secret weapon is our woke joy, which will help everyone forget all the problems we created as Democrats. Thank you.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Ludi then. Now we can have some fun.
What a sucker.
Sweet.
Thank God this stupid thing is over. I am sick and tired of this shit.